Now, we're going to talk about Threads. Meta, the owner of Facebook and Instagram, say more than 30 million people have signed up for the new social media app that was launched overnight.
I thought we were going to talk about your shirt whenever you said we're talking about Threads.
Yeah, it's actually a great name when you use it, and Twitter Threads. Now we just have Threads. Yeah, it's available in 100 countries, including the UK. Interestingly, not available in the EU yet. We'll get on to that in a moment. Our technology editor, Zoe Kleinman, who set up a Thread account in the early hours, says it's in a good position to rival Twitter.
If you look at Threads, it just looks incredibly similar to Twitter. But if you have an Instagram account, and 2 billion people do, you can sign up within 3 clicks. You can just set up your profile as it was on Instagram. You can follow everybody you were following on Instagram already. And you've kind of got this ready-made community. And that is a really crucial thing for a fledgling social network.
Well, Professor Kevin Curran is a technology expert at Ulster University. Have you signed up?
I have indeed, actually, and like she said, it's very easy, and they've overcome the bootstrapping problem when other Twitter rivals have come along, social networks, and you go and sign up and you do your profile, and then you find there's no one there, and you got to invite people, and by the time people reply, you're gone off it. But in this case, you're kind of instantly connected to all your Instagram followers and people you follow.
And what do you make then of it being positioned in the market as a genuine rival for Twitter?
It's generally positive so far. Now, we're all waiting to see whether or not, because at the moment, anyone uses this really will be using both Twitter and, going to Threads, and whether or not the people remain. But it really has got a chance, and it's incredibly like Twitter again, or it's really got a lot of the features again, and a lot of users are very angry with Elon Musk and the kind of restrictions he's put on tweets at the moment, and more or less forcing people to sign up. So this becomes an alternative which is free, and it offers the same functionality, and it's it could become the new water cooler of the internet, as we said.
It's free now. Do you think we'll see some sort of charge, or will Mark Zuckerberg just continue with his current revenue raising procedures that he has in place?
He's pledged that it will be free up until they get 1 billion users again. But obviously, because they're in the business of ads, and Facebook with Instagram as well, Meta, they control 75% of the social media network again. But they are in the business of ads, really, and they can be quite intrusive, and there will be data scraped here. But it actually does offer a lot of functionality that just people want on a platform like this.
So where are the major markets again, Kevin, that the Thread is not available in yet?
Well, the European market is, same parts of it at the moment because of regulations, really. But it has been rolled out worldwide, and already in 31 languages. And it is incredible that 30 million people have signed up so quickly again. But again, we just have to wait to see will it rival Twitter again, and will it be a productivity tool that a lot of people use?
And is there any sense that the issues around those European countries where it hasn't been rolled out yet will be dealt with anytime soon?
I don't think so. People can sign up, can overcome restrictions using VPNs and everything else, and it's quite difficult for a government really to ban this app, really, when the app itself is really just copying the functionality of Twitter again, and of course Twitter again has it has actually annoyed a lot of the regulators again, because it's reduced its moderation of content, really, and a lot of the advertisers have fled from Twitter because of the it's a new approach to moderation, which doesn't and they don't want their ads being seen along with hate content as well. So
Kevin, you're going to have to discipline yourself. You've your Twitter account, and you now have your Threads account. You're becoming really antisocial. You'll have to discipline yourself the amount of time you're spending on these apps.
Yeah, and I do. I actually do get a lot of my news from Twitter. I never get my news from Facebook or anything else, and I do get a lot. And a lot of the mainstream organizations actually scrape Twitter to get news, really, because it becomes a platform. We're seeing that in the Ukraine at the moment, really. So, again, but of course, when it comes to posting, I just post my interviews, really. So there will be plugins which allow you to post the exact same content to Twitter and to Threads at the same time, and that's what most content, people will do at the moment, and until we see, But again, it just takes one more major outage of Twitter, and maybe over time, and a few more tampering by Elon for people to actually leave Twitter and to become, to move to Threads again.
Well, listen, we'd tell anybody who's joined Threads today, Kevin, they should follow you. And if they don't come to you, don't come to you in their droves, don't tell us. because we'll be disappointed that we haven't sent you thousands of people. But we appreciate you speaking to us. Professor Kevin Curran, who is a technology expert at Ulster University.
Should say there is...
Did you find Kevin on Threads, did you?
Yeah, I followed him already.
Well done.
Yep. Have you got your Threads account yet?
I have no idea what Threads is. I gave up with Instagram after about 5 minutes. I just couldn't get the grips for that either. So.
Well, if you do have an Instagram account and you get a Threads account, you can't actually delete your Threads profile without deleting your Instagram account at the minute. So they're still working around the settings there. But yeah, we'll stay with it.
I know you rolled your eyes at me when I said I had no idea what Threads was, but sorry.
I didn't think you saw that.
No, I did.
Okay. It's just after 5:30. Naomi Holland has a summary of